Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. It's Ricky Cantori with Remax Advantage Realty, and this is my first video newsletter, August 19th, 2020. Why a video newsletter? Why now? Well, video is the most accessible. I want this to be easy and convenient for you, and I chose to do it this way so that you can bring up YouTube, you can play it through your car speakers, you can play it at work. I want this to deliver value, and I want more and more folks to see this. So I want the list to grow. I want you to send it to your friends, and I figured that video is a way that we can connect and you can really hear my message from me and in my voice and with my tone behind it. And again, I want this to be value filled. So what we're going to do, we're going to touch on the market. I'm going to give you something for a buyer and something for a seller every single time. And then per request, I am going to try to motivate you or inspire you with something that motivates and inspires me towards the end here. I will also dangle some Easter eggs throughout this. So if you listen to the whole thing, you never know when there may be a prize or some sort of bonus for paying attention for that full 5 or 6 minutes. So let's touch on buyers first. What is going on as a buyer right now? Well, I have folks that are coming to me as buyers, and they're telling me that they've heard how crazy the market is. They're telling me that it's impossible to be a buyer right now, that every house has multiple offers, and that it's really, really tough to compete. There is certainly some truth to that, but I will tell you this and remind you this. Someone has to get every single contract. And when you work with a professional and we sit down and we create a plan and we outline your goals so that we get on the same page and have a very clear understanding of what we're hoping to accomplish, you will be positioning yourself to be the buyer that gets these contracts. We will educate you. I will inform you. I will sit down with you and I will listen to you and I will give you solid advice and solid feedback on what you need to do to structure and position your offer so that it is the one accepted by the seller. So do not be afraid to be a buyer right now. The interest rate is at a historic low. It is a phenomenal time to be a buyer. And if we get out there and resale isn't for you, let's talk about new construction. The big guys, NV, Ryan, Lennar, Beazer, all those companies are turning out properties in some very high quality areas. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you think of anybody who is currently renting or who may want to purchase a home in the next year or so, please make that connection for me. I would love to make you a hero for your referral. That's a little bit for the buyers out there. Do not be afraid. On the seller side, I want to talk to you about the HGTV phenomenon. As you may or may not be aware, there are about 20 million shows on HGTV that all seem to deconstruct what is a very complex process with a lot of moving parts and basically center the entire focus on the aesthetic qualities of the finished product. Meaning there is an HGTV look that gets homes to sell. Now, where are sellers running into trouble right now? Sellers are running into trouble because they're unsure of which updates to make and which quality of updates to make to maximize their ROI. So what do we do for that? Well, we work with a professional stager, and between the stager and myself, I have 3 different stagers depending on the quality of the inventory and the goals that we're hoping to achieve. We will sit down with you and we will run through those ROI projections, and we will give you a clear and succinct plan to preparing your home to meet not only your net, but your speed goals as well. That's why we start with the consultation and move on from there. If you know anyone who is thinking of selling their home, or maybe even someone who's lived in their home for a while without thinking of selling it, please let me know. I'd love to sit down. I would love to offer a free comparative market analysis, and I'd love to offer you information on what needs to occur for your home to get the highest possible net on today's market. That's it for sellers, and that's it for buyers. The HGTV effect and the fear effect, as I want to call it. Give me a call if you have any questions. Shoot me a text. I'd love to answer your questions, and I would love to help your referrals. And thank you for all the wonderful referrals this year so far. Now, to wrap this on something motivational. Now, this is the hard part, but the exciting part. I want to offer you a bit of advice that one of my yoga teachers offered me probably 8 years ago or more at this point. The advice is to give yourself permission, literally grant yourself permission to feel and exist exactly where you are today. This year has been a roller coaster ride for everyone. Do not let the social media accounts fool you. No matter how well you think anyone is doing out there, we have all had a tumultuous year. It has been filled with ups and downs. I am extremely grateful that I have been able to continue my business, but I know that not everyone has been that fortunate. My heart goes out to anybody that's suffering, but one of the ways you can immediately begin to relieve some of that suffering is to give yourself permission to be where you are today. It is 100% okay. You could not step off the path if you tried. Remember that. Whether you call it God or the universe, whatever you want to label that infinite energy of love that surrounds us, it is directing us exactly where we need to be. So be okay with where you are today. And remember, the true way to have a positive impact on those around you is to take it down to a one-on-one level and be polite and kind and courteous to every single person that you meet. I'm going to expand on the motivational stuff. I'm going to try to grow this, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet for you guys today. So I'm going to leave you by saying thank you so much for tuning in. If you have watched to this point, I'm taking you out to play a round of golf on me. So that's your reward for sitting through this. And I will continue to drop those Easter eggs. So watch this entire thing every single time it comes out. If you watch till now, shoot me a text. I'm taking you out to play golf sometime over the next couple of weeks here, whenever we have a free day. And please continue to keep me in mind anytime anyone has a question about buying a home, selling a home, renting a home, investing money in real estate, or needs any sort of vendor associated with the home. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I truly appreciate you tuning in. I am open to both positive and negative feedback, and I look forward to hearing it. See you guys in September, and I'll talk to all my clients and friends in the meantime. Have a great day.